Welcome back, everyone. It's 23 past the hour. We are happy to be joined by our good friend Sally Cunningham. And Sally, I got to imagine all this rain the last couple days, a good friend of the gardening community.
Oh, everybody's happy. We needed the rain. We still probably need a little bit more. But you know, it's okay if we stop in time for the Hellenic Festival. It's okay. I want to tell you a couple of things. The plants have been finally popping up, but I get a few questions constantly about this butterfly bush, for example. This is a plant that a lot of people don't understand. Butterfly bush, Buddleia. In some parts of the country, it's actually an invasive plant, but in western New York, sometimes it dies. Maybe 40% of the time it doesn't come back, and when it does, it's slow. Yours at home is probably only a few inches tall or a foot tall, something like this. Not exciting, but by the end of summer you will have a 5-foot plant, big flowers, pink or white, purple, and they will be attracting butterflies. So here's to the Buddleias. I recommend them, but I want you to understand sometimes you lose them.
All right. Well, we have a caller on the line this morning. Our first caller is Sharon in Kenmore. Good morning, Sharon. What's your question? Sharon, are you there? All right. I'm not sure if we have her on there. Do we have a next caller, Zach, or do you want to go on to Sally? I hear you have an event coming up. Why don't we talk about that one first while we get the next caller on the line?
I have some good things coming up. I wanted to suggest next weekend 2 things I'll be doing on Saturday, and I hope you join me. On the daytime, it's Perennials Day at Lockwood's Greenhouses, where there's guest speakers from Proven Winners and Walter's Gardens, the largest wholesaler of perennials in the United States. So great program going on. You can find Lockwood's or WeKnowPlants.com. But also, the Friends of Mill Road in East Aurora are having a reception that night, all about how to save a valuable view. As many of you may know, views are disappearing. Habitat is disappearing. And if we don't take care of these things, we won't have them. So it's remarkable that there's a group called Friends of Mill Road that have put together a huge campaign to buy property to save a view and make a scenic overlook. So look into what's going on with that one. I think it's interesting in our society where we're losing habitat that some people will invest for the greater public in the value of a view.
All right. We unfortunately do not have the opportunity to listen to some callers this morning, so we apologize. We will get to you guys next week, though. But Sally, tell me a little bit more about some of this rain. And, you know, you got to imagine that it's got to help some, hurt some other, though, because this is coming down in big.
It's coming down, and it might knock down seedlings. You know, sometimes a washout is a washout.
Sure.
It washes the plants out. But I also want to say that don't have too much faith in how much rain you got. We need a deep 2 inches a week in the early season to take care of these plants that we've planted them the last 2 years. They were deeply dry. So now, after these rains, dig with a shovel. See exactly how far your water penetrated. And if it didn't penetrate down to a foot or 15 inches where a new plant's roots are, then we still have to water later this week. So water, 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 and thank you to the heavens for some good water.
All right, and we apologize for not getting to you callers, but remember, next week, Sally will be here.